Okay, what's up guys? Mark from Diashini.
Becky.
And Tyler.
So the energy might be low because this weekend, well, I wasn't on the Raging weekend, but Becky, Tyler, and Ryan went on a Raging weekend in San Juan del Sur, but that's, and again, eBay sucks.
Like my eBay sucks.
My dog found them. So on our drive back, I asked Tyler if he lists every day, and like your response was like, that's the only way you're gonna grow, right?
Yeah.
And like, and I don't list every day, right? Like, my goal is to maintain, so I list a lot less. But just your response was just like, obviously, right? And I want to talk about it because like a lot of people online look for like passive income.
Yeah.
And like they don't think, like just that, right? And I'm sure a lot of people, like when you listen, they tell you,
seems like too much work.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too much work if you hire someone to do it for you, though. So that's
even not hiring someone to do it for me. It isn't too much work.
And that's why I want to have the
It's not
conversation
too much.
because I don't hire someone to do it for me. I hire for someone else. You don't hire anyone yet, and then you hire everyone for everything.
Call me lazy or call me smart. I mean, I don't know which one it is. But.
So, what do you think? What's the
question?
Is it too much work? Like,
No.
like.
It's just.
How many products are you able to list a day?
Really, if I seriously sit down, I can list 150 a day. Probably more. The most I've done is 150 in a day, but I could do more. Optimize titles.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Hydrolister, not.
Yeah, of course.
But I can optimize 150 in a day.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive. Yeah, when I was.
I can never snipe 150 a day. But
It would take me like 4 hours to do like 75-ish. And
optimizing listings?
Yeah, and then like your brain just feels like mush after that. I can't imagine doing that, every day. That's why I hired someone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But that's impressive. I mean, the fact that you're that disciplined to be able to do that every day.
I just find I don't do it every day. I don't do 150 every day, but that's just the most I can do. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just find it really easy, especially now that I bulk post them all and then just do all the titles. Like doing the same activity at the same time makes you so much quicker than list, okay, go and change the title, list, okay, go and change the title. Like if you just do title.
So you upload them to eBay and then go on eBay? And,
yeah.
Okay.
Change the titles.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't list every day or anywhere close to every day, and I don't hire someone to list. I hire someone to do everything else, and I list. I list like once every 2 weeks, and I prune the same day I list. Sky. So if I prune like 20 or 30 items, plug it in because that shit is gonna die. My battery's bad. Yeah, thanks. If I prune like 20 or 30 items every 2 weeks, I will try to list at least how much items I prune.
Yeah.
But that's all I do. Like right now I'm maintaining, I just crossed 700 listings. I've never had 1,000 listings. And you have a fuck ton, and you have like in between a fuck ton and a little bit like I do.
Yeah.
So if you motherfuckers wanna grow your eBay business, I guess depending on the strategy, you're gonna have to like put in the work. Like it's not like you have pretty passive income now.
Yeah, it's pretty passive.
Yeah, I have pretty passive now, but I still it took me years. Like I don't think it took you a very short time. Like how 1 year?
Yeah, it's been 1 year.
Right. It took me about.
But lots of trial and error.
Right.
And like sometimes not making as much as I could have been because of the trial and error, like you experimenting a lot, whatever. So.
Yeah, it took me like 2 years. So those of you, and I want to talk about all this because people think they're gonna jump in this and like 2 months in, they're gonna hire VAs and like make a ton of money. It's possible if you want to spend the money, high-end VAs from your own money and not the eBay money, and work it out that way. You know what I mean?
So
like,
one thing I always looked at it's like an investment. You're putting money in to get more money out of it later.
Right.
So it is a smart investment to hire VAs, even if you're going to lose money at the beginning, because they're growing a business for you that's going to generate income in the long run.
Right.
So
no, and the reason why it's interesting to have like these conversations with you and Becky and people at other perspectives, because I didn't have any fucking money to pay nobody to like When I started drop shipping, I didn't have money to make that investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by fault, a lot of my communication with YouTube is coming from that position of if you're fucked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to start with absolutely zero money.
Zero.
Yeah.
But like when I have you guys on and like you talk about investing and certain things that like you all didn't start with like $200 and 2 weeks to pay a $600 rent, like you know, it's just a different perspective. But anyway, let me stop rambling. Love you motherfuckers. Subscribe to my channel. Travel the world or not. I remember like my first 100 videos I told everyone to travel the world. But
No, yeah. So
more than 100. I still did sometimes.
You gotta tell them. Now that I did it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. So look in the description for the free shit. You'll see Becky's channel and some other stuff later.